Assalamu alaikum. Let's cook. A few stories that I covered in the past, right? Kind of waiting to see what the outcome would be to these stories. In this first one here, not that I'm really concerned, I just wanted to see what was going to happen and what would be the outcome to this situation with this white woman, Courtney, who stabbed her Nigerian American boyfriend, Christian Toby Obulsemi, up, put the hawk all the way in his chest, tore him up. I wanted to see what kind of time she was going to get for that. Well, just a few days ago, Courtney, this is her OnlyFans big time model or something like that for some reason. I don't know. I guess people like her. 30 years of age. She pled guilty to manslaughter with a deadly weapon. Now, they originally were trying to hit her with second-degree murder. That would have carried up to 30 years. But she was just sentenced for this manslaughter with a deadly weapon to 6 years in prison, followed by 5 years of probation plus required mental health and substance abuse evaluations. So Courtney right here, she pretty much walked. She's already got time served. She's been in since August 10th of 2022. So she's got 4 years in already. She has about 18 to 20 months to go. She's 30 years of age. So she's getting out. She'll be 31 when she gets out, and she can go kill another one of you shine bone Negroes who want to run around and worship white women, worship white people, berate and talk down about black people. Courtney said, who's next? Who next up? She got that big fisherman hawk waiting for your black face to carve you up, whoever's next. Run around acting ignorant like this, worshiping and berating black people, worshiping white people and berating black people on social media.
No amount of time was going to bring Christian back. The family was aware of that. But at least this gives them an opportunity to try to bring closure to a very traumatic, life-changing experience.
What matters to me now is that for the first time in more than 4 years, there's an end in sight. And I'm looking forward to the day I can sit across from her face to face and hug her and tell her how much I love her.
It is the reality of the criminal justice system. The criminal justice system, when you're dealing with police, is give and take. The most important thing is that the family wanted someone to accept responsibility, and the family saw that today. She is a convicted felon for the rest of her life. She will be, when she gets out of prison, she will be on 5 years probation.
Just shut up and let me slap you, dumb. Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
Chilling audio, prosecutors say, illustrates the toxic relationship between social media model Courtney and her boyfriend Christian Obulsemi. In this next clip, Courtney can be heard screaming, cursing, and using a racial slur, seemingly angry that Obulsemi said hello to another woman on a bike ride and didn't tell her about it.
You literally talked to her without telling me!
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me a You're a Yes, thank you. Call me from Courtney, thank you.
I want you to get away from me!
The recordings were made by Obulsemi seemingly in secret, sometime before he was stabbed in the chest by Courtney in April. Courtney claims it was self-defense.
Decide whether or not you're done, Beverly.
I am mad that you told me to come.
Decide right now.
Courtney, that's a I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize. But you hit me.
Shut the up.
Also released today, new photos showing the bloody crime scene in the apartment and elevator. Courtney's body apparently covered in Obulsemi's blood. The pictures and audio evidence in discovery. NBC6 obtained them through a public records request. Courtney is in jail charged with second-degree murder. Courtney's attorneys from the beginning have maintained that she was the victim. In a statement, Courtney's attorneys argue the release of evidence will make it impossible to get a fair trial, saying in part, quote, she's not going to trial for her lifestyle, her previous arguments, or recorded rants. She's going to trial for...
You seen Courtney's pop, he going all out for his daughter. None of them white people are thinking about no Christian Toby Obulsemi at all. As much as he professes love to whitey, worship white people, they ain't thinking about him at all. Nobody. Now, the reason why black people are so insensitive towards what happened to him is because this guy right here, he made decisions to go on social media, and he was definitely a hater of black American people, man. He professes love for Whitey. You know, he said that he didn't mind when his white buddies told racist jokes, you know, all kinds of nonsense. You could look it up. These are all documented tweets. There's something that documented, or some kind of database or whatever, that has all his disgusting racist tweets. He's talking about black women. He hates black women, this, and that, you know, all kind of stuff, people. It's just real disgusting, the way he acted towards black people. And that's why people don't care, you know? And guess what? We didn't do it to him. I wouldn't wish this for another human being, unless they did this to somebody else, or they really deserved it by somebody, you know, trying to defend themselves. But white people did this. This guy created his own gloom energy, being a hardcore racist. None of those white people, Christian Toby, the girl that did this to him, they're not thinking about him, his mother, none of that, okay? None of that. You can go check it out, man. This is one of these guys who didn't mind being a token black friend. I've been around guys like this guy, Christian Obulsemi, in various environments, whether it be in law enforcement, you know, sports, working out, things like that. I wouldn't have liked this guy at all. I don't like people like him, you know what I mean? And I didn't do this to him, and I wouldn't do this to him, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't say that people deserve this type of stuff, but hey, them white people he loved did this to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Christian Toby was even beating on this woman or nothing like that, but they used that, all that football and stuff, they used that against him in court. This woman never showed up to the police department with marks on her face or nothing like that. She got that off. Stuck that hawk up in him, and now she's walking. Her people are just waiting for her to come home. She'll be home by 31, working on getting her white life back in order. And it's going to be easy for her because she got a whole support system. Her parents even got locked up trying to go all out for her. That's how much they love their little white daffodil daughter. I don't think she's a daffodil, but they got locked up trying to do things to cover up, you know, things for her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? No different than that other guy, man. Thelbo Rackins. Remember this guy, Thelbo Rackins in Georgia? He's on cloud nine. He had a job. He's working with white dudes. He's making some money. Had him a white woman. You know what I mean? He's making all kinds of disrespectful comments on social media about black women. Here's a guy with a black mom, a black sisters, all that. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Then his white girlfriend blew him away. Shortly after, and then she walked free, no time. I mean, Christian Toby, this girl get a little bit of time for taking him up out of here, but this guy right here was on social media, all kinds of stuff. He wanted all the smoke with black people. Oh, he was loving white people. I died about my white one, all this stuff. She blew this dummy away and got no time. No different than that other guy, Price. Remember the guy Price in Texas? He goes on social media talking all this big stuff about how the police are good, and he's talking about black women, this, and that. He's out trying to be a good guy one day and break up a fight between two people. None of his business. He gets out the car. The cops show up. He's the black person there they see. Blew his black face away. The cop walked, didn't get no time. And all this stuff he talked about black people and how he likes white women and all this other stuff. Now he got his poor black mom. She's sad, still fighting, trying to, you know, sue these people and stuff like that. And I hope she get it off because it's her. You know what I mean? I don't know why her son was such a scumbag on social media or whatever. I hope his mom do get a bag of money. But anyway, people, on to the next one. We going to the state of Maryland. This right here, I'm waiting to see what happens with this situation right here. It's going to be interesting, but it's still up in the air. Remember on March 22nd this year, La Plata, Maryland, this guy named Dayton James Weber, 27. This guy is a quadruple amputee, but he's a professional cornhole player. He's been on ESPN, World Championships, all that. This dude has no arms, no legs, but still found a way to shoot and kill a black man. His supposed to be friend, 27-year-old Bradrick Michael Wells. Blew him away. These two are in the car together. Dayton James Weber is driving, the white one, pulls out a firearm and shot Bradrick Michael Wells in the head twice as they're arguing. Blew him away right in the car, just like that. They're supposed to be friends. Then there's two people in the back seat. He asked them to help him get rid of the body of Bradrick Michael Wells, his so-called friend. Help me dump this body. They're in Southern Maryland. This dude, some kind of way, he dumps the body. The friends ran. He goes to Virginia. Police find his vehicle at a gas station in Charlottesville. He's at a local hospital getting treatment for a medical issue. They lock him up, took him into custody. Now he's in Charles County. He was indicted on first-degree murder, second-degree murder, 2 counts of reckless endangerment, firearms charge. He's facing life in prison, but his lawyer is calling self-defense. So we're going to see how this, it's going to be interesting to see. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised this little dude got it off. I wouldn't be surprised. No arms, no legs. Cornhole champion still found a way to blow a black man away, his so-called friend. Dump his body on the lawn. You know? But his lawyer, his legal team is saying that he was in a position where he had to do that. He had to kill this black man. That's what they riding with. And they may, I don't know, yo, they might get that off. They might get that off. We're going to see. And it turns out his so-called black friend that he killed, these guys had the same girlfriend at some point. They're, you know, some girl named Tori Mattingly. You see her in the photos right here. I don't know who was with her first, but just some old low vibrational, disgusting stuff. He was with her, then she's his girlfriend, and his girlfriend, you know, at one point, I don't know. Some old dysfunctional, nasty stuff. This young black man right here, it didn't even have to be in this type of environment or situation. But if you ever know anything about Charles County, Southern Maryland, a lot of the people out there, it's like, put it like this. If it wasn't close to DC, to a big city, and there weren't a lot of people moving in that area because they work for the government, you would think it was no different than Alabama or something like that. You know what I mean? So they built it up and made, you know, all kinds of developments because developers knew that government employees would be coming and people who retired from the military and stuff like that. So they built it up to make money and everything. But if it wasn't for that, it would be Alabama, you know? And a lot of those people from there that live there, they still have that mindset. So this is wild, man. Waiting to see what happens with this. He may get this off, yo. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all think he's going to get this off? His attorney is saying self-defense. He said he had to kill or be killed. That's the exact words of his attorney. His attorney said he had to kill or be killed, and it was not premeditated. So you know they're going to carry that whole he got no arms, no legs thing. He was scared. You know that's what they're going to do. Those people in the back seat, a lot of pressure on them right now in Southern Maryland, if that's where they're from, yeah. Because they probably got the whole county telling them, listen, might have the Klan at their house. You better say this, and that. But yeah, I don't know people. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm just interested to see what happens. I would not be surprised if this little dude with no arms, no legs got off right here, killing somebody in cold blood like that. Anyway, people, get in the comments. Let me know what you think about this, about these guys getting off or whatever, this girl getting off, if you even care. What you think is going to happen with this situation with this cornhole champion who killed a black man in his car, his so-called friend. Link in the description to my masterpiece, The N-Word Is No Secret in the Service. Also link to the email list. Go ahead and holler at that. Get on it so that you know where the content is in case it disappeared. Easy.